Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca Rice and I teach family photographers how to gain a life of financial freedom through a thriving photography business. Today, I'm going to peel back the curtain and walk you through why my mini sessions clients are never late. It is strategic, there are very specific things that I do and I'm going to show them to you. So let's jump in. Now, if you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that like button on this video so that other photographers like you can easily find it, and hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified every single week when new videos go live. Okay, so when it comes to mini sessions, clients and things like that, a big stressor that photographers have is, what if my clients are late? Like, what am I going to do? I know for me, I do back-to-back sessions. And so there's no room for people to be late. What do we do? So there are some very strategic things that I put in place, honestly, from the very beginning of my mini sessions journey, because I knew that I wanted to create an excellent experience for my clients, and I wanted communication to be like the foundation of my business, that I wanted to be known as an excellent communicator, because I had worked with photographers in the past that just weren't great at communicating. And so I wanted to change that and to stand out in that way. So from the very beginning, I set some things in place that made a really big difference, and I have never had clients be late to my minis. And so I'll share those with you, and hopefully you can apply them for your own business too. So the first thing that I do that makes a huge difference is I set expectations up front. And I do that with my final info email. That email goes out 1 week before my session, and it basically walks my clients through every single thing they may need to know leading up to their session, so that it answers any questions that they may have and just really, really well sets the expectations going in. So from the start, I let them know that all of my sessions are back to back. I tell them their time slot, and very clearly I say, you cannot be late. So by taking away the option and making sure that it's in bold, all caps, they know that they need to plan ahead so that they do not show up late, because if they're late, they will miss their time slot. So I let them know these sessions are back to back. There is no wiggle room. So come early and come prepared. I let them know to plan to arrive like 10 to 15 minutes early before their session. That way they for sure don't miss it. And in that final info email, I also walk them through what parking looks like. So if we're at a location that parking is hard to find, there's a spot that's in a downtown little square area that we do minis sometimes, and parking's atrocious. So I tell them, hey, here's a parking lot, here's a parking garage, but it's a good 5-minute walk from our spot. So if they arrive at the time of their session, they will be late. So I let them know, it's going to take you 5 minutes to walk after you find parking. So include that in your time so that you arrive with plenty of time to find a parking spot, then to walk to where we're at and still be early. So by setting those expectations really clearly up front, it makes a really big difference where clients, feel confident knowing when they need to arrive. I've even had clients that told me that they came a day early to scope it out and do a practice run, if you will, so they would know how much time it would really take to get their whole family from the car to the spot, and things went really, really smoothly. So setting expectations makes a huge difference. And then the other thing that I do that makes a really big difference is I prepare my clients for success. So I'm trying to give them as many resources as I can to prepare them so that they can have a successful mini session day with me. And in doing that, a big piece of that is through my client experience guide. So my client experience guide is just a PDF guide that I email to every single one of my clients, and it walks them through a series of things. It tells them what to expect before, during, and after our session, things like turnaround time and stuff like that. It gives them styling tips for the whole family. It gives them tips for getting the kids to cooperate. I mean, just so many helpful, practical things in there. one of the things that it talks through is how to prepare well for the session. And so I encourage them to lay out their outfits ahead of time. That way they're not like rushed and trying to throw together things and everything like that. They lay it all out the night before so that it's ready the day of their session. I also encourage them to make sure that their kids are fed, that they're well rested, so that they're happy when it's time for our session. Things just go much smoother when the kids are happy. And so I'm giving them all of this communication, all these tips so that their day can be successful and they're not feeling that rush and trying to just throw everybody out the door and get there because we're going to be late. I want to prepare them for success ahead of time so that when they arrive, things will go smoothly. Now, what both of those have in common is that communication, positive communication, and effective communication is key. And so if you're like, I don't even know what to say in my final info email or anything like that, I do have email templates available in my shop that you can literally copy and paste and put in your own like specific details. And you can send that to your clients. I think it's got like, I don't know, 10 or so, maybe more emails. For all the emails that I would send to my clients are in that email template pack. So you can check that out. And then my client experience guide is also available in the shop. It is a Canva template. So it's super easy to edit. All you do is like swap out your own photos. The text is already there. If you want to tweak the text to fit, your business or your brand voice, you can absolutely do that. And it's super easy in Canva. But both of those things are available in my shop and just help you. My goal is to equip you with everything that you need to be able to serve your clients well. So I promise, if you put these things into place, you're going to see an immediate difference where clients will not be late. They'll show up prepared, they will show up well dressed, and you're just going to love the outcome of it. So I highly encourage you, even if you don't use my templates, put something together so that you can serve your clients well in that way. If you have any questions at all about any of those things or about a client experience or things like that, comment them below and I would love to help answer them and just serve you any way that I can. With that, we will go ahead and close out for today. Be sure to check the description because I've got tons of other like free resources and paid resources, things like that. And I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.